should some extraterrestrial civilization do such a thing? We know from our little space knowledge that there are planets which are maybe hotter than the Earth or cooler than the Earth. So maybe you need a creature which is intelligent, as we are, but has a different body to resist heat or to resist the cool or whatever. So they used our existing genetic material. They mixed it in a new form. They made what we would call today genetic engineering. And voila, we had some of these monsters.
Beneath the shifting sands of the ancient city of Saqqara, von Daniken has found what he claims are new clues that the ancient Egyptians lived in fear of one of the genetically engineered creatures. Ancient Egypt was a culture of herdsmen. Cattle represented wealth and were a staple of their diet. Bulls were especially revered and represented strength and dignity. The holy Apis bull was the most sacred of all these animals. However, according to von Daniken, some accounts indicate that the Apis bull was feared rather than revered. In ancient hieroglyphs, the Egyptian scribes tell stories of a less than benevolent god, as represented by the dreaded and wrathful Apis bull.
For example, the holy bull Apis destroyed temple, killed people, so he was really a monster.
Finally, these monsters died. Now, the priests wanted to avoid that some of these monsters could be reborn. That's why they made subterranean caves.
This is the entrance to a huge underground tomb, referred to as the Serapeum. Scholars believe it was designed as the final resting place for the holy Apis bull.
This subterranean cave was discovered in 1852 by the French archaeologist Auguste Mariette. As you can see, I myself, I am 5 feet and 5 inches high, but this sarcophagus is higher than myself. And by the way, the lower part is 80 tons, and the cover another 30 to 35 tons. The archaeologists expected to find mummified bulls. But when the cover was taken away, inside was a mass of asphalt with thousands of teeny broken bones. What a mystery. It was normal in ancient Egypt to mummify everybody so that he could be resurrected, that he had a new life, an afterlife. But to have an afterlife, the whole body was needed. Why not in this case? Maybe they wanted to prevent, to be resurrected, this monster inside.
No bones were ever discovered in the Serapeum that have been identified as the bones of a bull. Scholars are undecided on the exact nature of the remains that were found there. Whatever it was not mummified in the way Egyptians preserved creatures so that they could live again. Perhaps the Apis bull was a gift from the gods that the ancient Egyptians wanted to be forgotten.
I'm standing in the plain of Nazca. It looks like an empty desert, like nothing, but it's not. The real mysteries of the plain of Nazca can be seen only from above.
These enormous etchings in the desert floor are believed to have been made between 200 BC and 800 AD. Some of these strange lines are more than 15 miles long. Now, a new mystery has come to light.
I have just discovered something new and incredible about Nazca.
This strange figure has confused experts for a long time. It's not like any of the other figures on the desert floor. What purpose might be served by such an elaborate pattern?
Although there is no agreement, some experts believe that the lines and figures were used in religious ceremonies. or were part of a giant astronomical calendar.
My interpretation relates back to the idea of a cargo cult. I believe the ancient Nazcans saw some kind of a spaceship land. The vehicle left a mark on the desert floor. When the extraterrestrials returned into the sky, the Nazcans wanted them to come back. So they recreated the strange markings to lure the visitors back to Earth. The complicated geometry contained in this massive engraving reminds me of some kind of navigational beacon which would guide the extraterrestrials back to Earth. So far, it hasn't worked. Maybe someday it will, and the visitors from another world will land once again on the timeless plain of Nazca.
The lines and figures of Nazca have drawn researchers for decades. Though no single explanation has evolved, the mystery remains a tantalizing challenge, open to all.
The world of our ancestors is full of riddles. But only the knowledge we have today allows us to look at these ancient societies with new eyes, to ask new questions, to seek new answers to the secrets of our past. Like all great mysteries, we have to keep investigating until we find not the answer we're looking for, but the truth itself.